we save money? How can we buy in bulk for our shipping, for our packaging materials? How could we track our costs against our purchases and our profits every month so we weren't going into our pocket? And as soon as we started doing those things and implementing those things, then that's when I became more involved in the business and a believer in the business, because I saw how much money we could make. And then I started to support Amy more and more with what she was doing in her team building. And since I was in sales and management, I realized that team building is largely, people management, and you need to manage your time and you need to manage their time and teach them how to go out and sell. We're gonna just segue this right into how do you be a good sponsor, right? Teach your girls how to sell. That's a big thing that's coming down the pipe with LuLaRoe, is we're getting away from purchases and we're going into selling. And so teach your girls how to sell. One of the big channels for selling that everybody seems to be having problems with right now is Facebook. And if you're not teaching your girls how to sell at pop-ups, at in-homes, at their homes, at your home, on Facebook, doing Facebook Live, doing Periscope, if you're not showing them all these different avenues to sell product, you're not doing them any justice. You're not doing yourself any justice. You need to be present, you need to be active, be out there selling product and know how to sell products. So when they ask you, how do I do this? Or I'm not having any success in my VIP page. Take them out there, show them how to do a VIP, show them how to do an in-home pop-up and teach them the way. I mean, I can't express that more. I mean, it's going back to the fundamentals of where the business came from, because once you do a pop-up, you get in somebody's face and they learn about you and who you are and your personality, and you're checking them out, right there on your phone. You could say, hey, can I sign you up? Can I get you to join my VIP page? So, if you're not on my next pop-up, you can shop my page. And that's how you build the business, not the other way around. So get out there and work it. That's a way to be a good sponsor. Another thing, in terms of being a good sponsor, we talked about this today in our meeting, was if you want to be successful, go out and make somebody else successful. If you want to be happy, make somebody else happy, right? Like when you go to the store and you find a toy that you think your kid will love and you give it to them, that makes them happy, right? You gave them something, puts a smile on their face, turns around, puts a smile on your face, right? You want to be rich, you want to be successful, go make somebody else rich and make them successful, and watch what it'll do for your business, because they'll turn around and give it right back to you, and that's what you're looking for with LuLaRoe. I mean, it's just this endless circle of success. Go help somebody else be successful. I think I'm done.
Well, so I guess we can. What are your responsibilities in, what exactly do you do with our business?
What do I do with the business? So I do in my old life. One of my old lives, I did marketing and I did photography. I did a bunch of product photography with a good friend of mine for many years. So I learned product photography, and so. The first thing I did was streamline our photography. I bought a lighting kit, tripod, camera, and set it up so it was just easily repeatable. Because we were kind of turning it, I guess in a way, we were getting away from being a boutique at the time and turning into being a production type of setup. And so to make that faster and make more, best use of everybody's time, is I streamlined that process. Lighting kit, tripod, DSLR camera. And I took over the photography and just streamlined it. So I do all the photography setup, take all the pictures, I batch all the pictures in Photoshop, so we size them down so they go onto Facebook faster. I do all the packaging. I same thing there. I figured out how to streamline it and buy all of our packaging materials in bulk, and I handle all of the packaging. A lot of times Amy and I will work packaging together. Well, she'll do labels, and I will wrap and pack everything, and we just tag team it as a couple. What else? Vehicle. A lot of so that she's over there getting dressed up, putting her best outfit on, putting her best foot forward, so she's not stressed out, all sweaty. That's my job. Mm-hmm. And I usually pack the vehicle and unload the vehicle at the parties. And then I get out of the way and I let her do the work. She knows how to sell it better than I could ever sell it, because, she's been doing it so long.
Awesome. So yeah, I think that if you are looking to get your spouse or someone else involved in this business, it's just finding that area where they feel like they can be the most effective. Because like what Trent said in the beginning, you can't just expect your spouse or significant other to just load up your car and take your stuff to the post office. Like, they're going to want to do more with that, and they're going to want to be bored. But you also need to let them have some ownership of some of this. I like your example of the water bottle. Will you tell them that? Like, where you're like, open this water bottle. Remember, but then if I tell you how to open the water bottle, 10 West, and I say, oh, okay, fine. He gave this example one time, and I thought it was actually really good because I am kind of a control freak at times, and I like things done a certain way. I won't lie, guys. Like, there's certain things where I'm like, that's not how I do it. And he gave an example once. He's like, if you hand me a water bottle and you say, here, you hold it here, you hold it with this hand, you twist it like this, and then you pour it into the cup. He's like, I'm gonna be like, whatever, fine. But if you hand him a water bottle and you say, open that, he has to figure it out on his own. Simple idea, but same concept when it comes to LuLaRoe. You need to let these people that, if you're bringing your spouse into your business, you need to let them have some ownership, and you need to let them feel like they're a part of it. So that was something for me that was a big deal because, again, slightly control freak and wanted things done a certain way. But it's been such a huge blessing to have him part of this business because they bring such a whole different mindset than I ever would have.
And to go along with that, as you're building a team, just like Melissa and Aaron, you guys are venturing into this coach area, and you're gonna have to balance your time. Granted, there are two of you, but you're gonna have to balance your time between sales and coaching and mentoring your team, right? And if you want to keep your sales up, right, you're gonna have to be looking to hire some help, right? Getting an assistant or hiring somebody to help you with your photos or your packaging or getting your product all curated for a pop-up. And you're going to have to, because you're going to be managing other things and other elements of your time, you're going to have to let go of some of those processes and let somebody else take ownership of them. You're going to teach them how you want it done, but they're still going to put no yawning on my calls, okay? No yawning. And
I've been yawning.
And you're going to have to let those people take ownership. And it's going to hurt. You're going to be like, oh, my gosh, she's going to mess up my inventory. She's going to mess up my pictures and my packages. And you know what? They are. They are going to mess up your stuff. The first couple times, they're going to make mistakes. But after that, they're going to take ownership of it. If they mess it up, you can call them out on that. Hey, you sent Becky, Betsy's order. Or you sent that black Irma to the girl that's supposed to get the blue one. And so on and so forth. But then they have ownership of it and make a correction. And that's how people learn. They have to give them ownership of the process.
Don't worry. I was yawning too. Wah, wah. Just kidding. So
Gotcha.
I wanted to also kind of open this up for a little bit of Q&A if anyone has questions about this. But the couple things that I really, really want you girls to take away as far as being a better sponsor, because it's really not this big grand idea. Again, I always remember what Art told me, and then I remember what someone else told me, and they said if you treat they were talking about customers, but I kind of apply it to like my team as well. If you treat every team member like they were your mom, you'll be fine, because we love our moms and we would do anything for them. And so I always try and think that way. And yeah, there's times where I won't lie, you guys, there's times where it's hard. Being a sponsor, being a leader of anything in your life can be difficult at times, but there's so much good, and you have the ability to change these people's lives, literally change their lives financially, by your friendship, by the connections that they will make. This business is changing lives. It really is. And you are the catalyst that is going to start that for somebody, which can be, which, again, you can feel pressure. And that's what I felt for a long time. And that's why I approached Art. And if you just keep it simple and treat someone how you would want to be treated, then thrive and your team will thrive. And Trent wants to add something really quick.
All right, real quick, and then I'm done. You guys have a really great upline, and somebody that I talk to a lot about the business and who really understands the business side of the business. is Mike Gifford, and
He's not there. They're not their upline. They're
well,
on their
he's
team.
in their team. I'm sorry, he's in your team. Okay, but you can talk to them. You can talk to anybody. But he's a great resource, and somebody I talked to today, and he made this great comment because Amy just commented on sometimes things are hard and difficult, and he made this comment that when he was an electrical contractor, his best day was only as good as his worst day in LuLaRoe, and what he meant is like, yeah, there's bad days. When you look at it, it could be so much worse. I mean, what we do is fairly stress-free, fairly enjoyable, and you got to go out there and make the most out of it. So, yeah, it can be hard. You're going to have bad days, and sometimes you're going to think, gosh, I want to quit. But, think about, what else you can be doing with your time, with your life, that's probably not as fun or not as rewarding and as profitable. And just, it makes you a better person. It makes you a better person to go out there and serve others and then to meet people, and you're going to make friendships and relationships, especially as a consultant or as a sponsor. You're going to meet people you never thought you would meet, and it's going to enrich your life, going to enrich other people's lives by just going out there and being a great person.
Right. So I don't know if anyone does have any questions that they have for me, but again, just to reiterate, I guess mainly the top 3 things that I really want you guys to take away from this as far as being a good sponsor, because again, it's not big and complex. Lead by example. Again, be someone that someone wants to follow. And again, that's not something that's difficult to do as long as you just follow the rules and you want to help people out. Be a good example. Be knowledgeable, which includes being on trainings, on webinars, on anything that you can. Anytime there's a LuLaRoe event in your area, you're there, front row. So lead by example, be knowledgeable, and when Art says know when to lift, know when to inspire, and know when to get out of the way. And that will come with time as you're building your team. But it's something that really is important when you are building a team, and you, like I said, you are going to be the person that changes a lot of people's lives, and realize that there's great responsibility in that, and not something that should be taken lightly. And you are you're such an important tool in these girls' businesses. So be prepared and make sure again that you would be someone that you would want to follow. So we can open it up for a little Q&A if anyone has any questions. I don't know if anyone typed anything in. I can never figure out how to read that when I'm on my phone, or if the girls can unmute you if you do have, anyone has any questions for us while we're here. Erin and Melissa. Oh.
Sorry, we got booted out from
yeah.
the computer.
Where? Oh, there you are. Okay. Does anyone have any questions that they want to ask?
I guess I want all the girls to kind of know this. How much time do you guys put in your week towards like coaching your team?
That's a good question, because again, it goes back to balance and figuring out a good, healthy schedule. Normally, I do team calls. My individual calls that I do them Mondays and Tuesdays pretty much all day. So Mondays and Tuesdays are my team days. And then Wednesdays are getting ready to post, and then we post online on Thursdays, and then the rest of the weekend is kind of touching base with girls or working on our business. But I would say realistically, like Monday, Tuesday, it changes every week, you guys, because it does, things come up, or there's a lot of chatter going on, especially with something with LuLaRoe's going on. For example, the shipping, there's a lot of questions, people wanting to know what's going on. So that does change. But realistically, my team is Monday, Tuesdays, and then as needed, I guess you would say, the rest of the week. The girls know they can always reach out to me. However, if it's a question that's not super important, then they wait till their official call. So some girls, I will say, they don't like doing one-on-one calls. Some sponsors don't like that. Some sponsors, I do webinars as well. I do both, but some girls on their team prefer webinars. You got to figure out what works for your girls. And some girls don't like talking on the phone. Some girls would rather email. Again, that's getting to know your girls, getting to know their why, getting to know how they want to communicate, so that you can serve them the best that you can.
You're so good.
No, you're so good.
Oh, I have something in it fluttered away. Dang it! I hate when that
Go
happens.
retrieve it.
I guess. Oh, it was something to do with. I guess I want you to. How has it been rewarding to you? Like how, like getting to know your girls and like having a team. Like what has that brought to you personally? I guess.
You guys, it's so amazing when you are building a team. And I will say too, a lot of girls ask, they approach me and they say on my team and they say, I want to build a team. How do I do that? And if this is a concern of yours, you need to just not focus on building a team. It's the same way I kind of relate us girls, like when we were younger and we wanted a boyfriend so bad and we're like, oh, I want a boyfriend. And then you are like, forget it. Like boys are so stupid. Then the next day, all of a sudden, like it appears, you know what I mean? Like when you're not looking for something, it will appear. So for those of you who that's a goal of yours to build a team, don't focus on building a team. Focus on you. I feel like the most successful time for us as far as recruiting has been when our sales are really good. We're doing a lot of pop-ups and we're getting our name out there and people are seeing what we're doing and thinking, oh, hey, Amy's posting this stuff on Facebook. She looks like she's having a lot of fun. I hate my job. I have 2 kids. Amy has 2 kids. I could do that. You know, they relate to you. So if you turn around and focus on you and focus on your business, that team will come. But as far as it being rewarding, it's crazy, you guys, how rewarding it is to hear that someone has reached their goal of making their mortgage off of their bonus check, or it's off of their sales. Like that was their goal. I remember this couple in particular, their goal was to make $2,000 a month to pay their mortgage. They used to live in a dump, like cockroaches, mold, and they have 2 little kids. That's where they lived, and that's what they could do at the time. They've now been able to move. Her husband's quit his job, and they're 26 years old. They're so young, and I look at the potential and what they have coming down the pipes. It's so rewarding. It's so, it's such a blessing. And like I'm saying, you are going to be that tool in these girls' lives that is going to help them change. It's going to help them think differently. It's going to help them see things differently because of the experiences that you've had and what you've gone through in your business. You are going to be able to help these girls learn. Because I tell my girls too, it's not easy sometimes. It's really not. There are days when it's really hard. But if you go out there and work it, it's unbelievably worth it. Do you have not too long ago, my cousin started selling LuLaRoe, and she's seen me sell it for a long time, and whatever she was selling, she was doing okay, not just kind of floating, right? So she went to convention, and she got this fire lit under her, and she just had her first 57-piece party last week, and she's been doing this for like 6 months, and sometimes it just takes a little bit of time for them your team to catch the vision, to see what's possible. But if you're consistent and you're always there and you're doing the right thing and you're showing them what could be, all they have to do is get a taste of it. And now she's booking pop-ups every week and she's really busy, and I see the blessings for her family. Her goal is to go on a Disney cruise with her 4 kids and her husband. And And that's a huge goal for hers, and I know that she's going to reach it. So again, know your team's why. It's a great thing when you're a sponsor. Know their why, and you'll be able to push them towards that, so that you can inspire and drive them. Because when they are able to reach those goals, it's pretty crazy to know that you're a part of that. Again, whether it was paying off student loans, Disney cruise, braces for your kids, paying off credit card debt, whatever it is, you're a part of that. And it's so rewarding to see, because you've been blessed by this business, that we're able to bless other people as well. So again, while you're building a team, get to know them, love them, help them, do whatever you can to help them succeed. And that will also be replicated when they start building teams. You want to be a leader that someone would follow. So treat your team like you would want to be treated, and they're going to treat their team the same way. And it's going to come back and bless your life, bless their life. You guys, it's so cool. You need to do it. It's pretty awesome to be able to be a part of that.
Okay, I don't want to be a downer on the party, but I want to hear your opinion on what you do with girls that won't listen to you, don't take advice. How do you handle those hard to deal with people?
Yeah, no, that's not a downer. I feel like that's real, because there are girls that you'll sign up with, and a great example, you guys. I'll be real. So I have a team right now. 2 girls signed up together. One of them listens and one of them doesn't, right? And the other one that doesn't, she has verbally kind of said that I'm a bad sponsor, that I don't help her, and I take that very personally, because I work really hard with my team. But you know what? There are some times where someone may just not want to listen. You need to be there. You need to be supportive when you can. But a big thing with LuLaRoe too is it's bless and release. If they're not going to listen and you've given them the tools that they need to be successful, there's only so much you can do. I feel like sometimes we're all adults here, and we all signed on to this business because we're motivated, we're driven, and it wasn't a decision that was made lightly, because it is a large investment, and a lot of people think about that. So if you have given someone the tools and have shown them and trained them, and they are not acting upon those trainings, this may not be the business for them. And that's fine, you guys. There are some people who have signed up who it's not a good fit for them, and that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. If they aren't going to listen what you have to say, then I would encourage girls, again, be there for them, but you can't, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make them drink. You know what I mean? Do you have any opinion on that about girls?
Yeah, I guess I take the guys' approach on that, and I say, like, don't waste a lot of time with those people. I know that they're on your team and they count for something in terms of volumes or monetary gain, but there'll be others. You got to live by the abundance mindset. There's going to be other people that come along that want to listen, that want to be as successful as you are, and going along with that is just set the example. That's all you can do, is set the example and be there. And I also love to use example of, like, tough love. If a girl's not going to listen to you, but she turns around and she comes back and she's like, I need you to do this for me, that, like, I don't, because I'm like, if you can't follow the rules, or you can't take my advice, and this is sound advice, we run a successful business, successful model, we are successful, then I'm not going to help you. Especially the people that do big so, yeah.
But going along with that, I feel like sometimes too, some girls just get rough patches, right? Like maybe they have something going on in their personal life, and they aren't, they can't. I think there's a fine line. don't write them off. You know what I mean? Don't write them off and forget about them. Like I said, and put the trainings out there, tag them on Facebook, message them on Facebook, whatever it is. If they choose I lost. I think I did. Everyone's box is black. Like I can't see anyone's face. Oh, I see Sarah. Can you hear me, Sarah?
I can hear you, Amy.
Oh, okay, okay. So what I was saying, write them off, but give them the tools that they need, and if they don't reciprocate that, then when you need help, it just for a bit. Okay, I'm here for you when you need help. Because that does happen, and it's happened to me. But I feel like you just have to love them unconditionally. It's kind of like, a mom, when you have one of one of your little kids just strayed a little bit. You love them unconditionally, you help them, you're there for them, but it's up to them whether or not they want to come back. So realize that it probably will happen, and that's fine. Another thing that just popped into my head, sometimes if you have maybe they need to hear it from someone else. Sometimes you're never a prophet in your own land, meaning, you may have said it a million times, but when you bring someone in from the outside and they say it sounds totally different. So encourage other coaches, other trainers, other people in your team, whether it's up, sideways, down, have them do training. That will help build relationships, and maybe that girl will connect with someone and hear something that she needs to hear. There was talk today in our meeting, someone got up and said how she had spoke at one of the Inspire trainings. She was one of the traveling coaches, and she spoke. And later at convention, someone came up to her and said, "You know me, but I was going to quit, but I went to the Inspire because I, just thought maybe I will be inspired." She's like, "I was going to quit the next day." She's like, "And I listened to what you said, and my whole frame of mind changed." And at that time, she currently had like 6 or 7 girls underneath her by that point, and was trainer in the queue. But it was just hearing it from someone else. So that is something also. Encourage your girls to reach out. They say when you are down, reach up, and when you are up, reach down, so that you can try to influence girls in another way. Any other questions? Minnie's in the car too. I can see you're in the car, Minnie. Hi. We're busy girls, you guys. Yeah, we got stuff to do.
I don't want the girls to think that this is me telling them like how awesome you are, but you are. Can you tell them like how quickly you made trainer and then to coach and then to mentor, and just when you started, like your progress?
Sure. So I'll say, you guys, everyone is making these ranks so much faster than we ever did. When I started in the beginning, there wasn't even a bonus plan. There wasn't teams. There wasn't any of that. To see how quickly you wrote these huge milestones. So I think it was about 6 months after we started that the whole competition got another 6 months that I made trainer, and then We made coach. So that was been in 2014-ish that I made trainer. So it was about 6 months. And then for me, it was about another year before I made coach. I made coach just before convention of 2000. Coach, and I'll tell you, building a team was not on my radar. It wasn't on my radar. It was. I'm losing you guys. Like, sorry, it must just be driving. Can you guys hear me again? Sarah? I'm cutting out a little bit.
Yeah, your desert
Okay.
is killing us.
You guys, look, like, this is where we're at. We're in the middle of nowhere. Like, sorry. I'll just go really quick. So, so I made coach right just before convention of last year, and I just made trainer, so it was another little over a year. But again, building a team wasn't on my radar so much faster. But mentor this month. Sorry, I can get them all confused. So it took me a little bit of time compared to other girls. However, if you just focus on you, again, focus on you, and then that team will come. I promise you. If that's something you're struggling with right now, and you fall into the comparison trap, and you see that so and so is signing on, and we signed on at the same time, and she's already a trainer, and what am I doing wrong? Don't focus on that, you guys. Forget about that. Don't focus about all this crazy that's going on around you. Keep your head down and focus on you and your business. I promise you will come. They'll be attracted to your business model. They will be wanting to follow in your footsteps. And it'll be something really, really amazing. So everyone makes these levels in different time frames. There's girls who signed on way before us, or maybe around the same time, and that's okay. It's okay to be on a different time schedule than everyone else, because you don't know everyone else's situation. Maybe someone works full time and they're not able to commit as much time, or maybe someone has 10 kids and they're busy with that, or someone is helping out their family. You never know someone's situation. So the time, it's not a race. So make sure that you are just, again, going back to focus on you and focus on your business, and that will have a drastic effect on your recruiting and your team building. Because again, girls will see what you're doing. Melissa's today. Yeah.
I don't
Any other? Do you have anything?
Does anyone have any other questions for Amy?
What was that? What was that?
So did anyone have any other
Oh.
questions for Amy? Because she's so awesome.
Don't be shy, guys.
I know. They're
About
always
anything.
shy. They're always shy.
They're always shy. It's okay.
Just taking it all in. They're like, which is so weird because you two are not shy.
No, we are not shy.
Good way.
Sure.
Oh, good, Sarah. I'm glad. Answered your questions, girl.
Yay, yeah.
Well, I guess, you guys seriously have two of the most amazing sponsors, and seriously two of my most favorite. So I'm super excited for this team and the leadership that you guys have, and I really was honored to be asked to come on here and talk to you guys a little bit. And next time, introduce yourself, be approachable, or come approach me. I'd love to meet you guys in person. And I'm super excited for all of your businesses and the success that you are having and you are going to have. And again, I think the world of Aaron and Melissa really do have two of the greatest sponsors ever. Right, Trent?
Absolutely.
Thanks, Trent.
Oh,
All right.
We don't lie.
We will leave it at that then. Thank you so much, Amy, for coming on for us, and Trent, thank you so much. Really grateful for you guys and your wisdom that you share with all of us. I learned a bunch. Yeah, me too.
What? That's awesome. Well, you're welcome. We love you guys, and we will be talking to all of you guys soon.
Drive safe.
Thank you. All right, bye, you guys.